'cause I'm going to strawberry fields. Nothing is real, nothing to get hungry about. Strawberry fields forever. Living is easy with eyes closed. Misunderstanding all you see. It's getting hard to be someone, but it all works out. It doesn't matter much to me. Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to strawberry fields. Nothing is real, nothing to get hung about. Strawberry fields forever. Strawberry fields forever. Strawberry fields forever.
How's it going, folks? This is Wayne R back with another lesson and a bona fide classic today. We're looking at the Beatles and Strawberry Fields Forever, one of my favourite Beatles songs this. I've also done the Noel Gallagher version if you want to go and check that one out, but this is closer to the Beatles version. I thought I'd get this one down. Often played at my shows this way by Forever-Acoustic, and I think this version works really well, like a campfire version if you like. Now, if you do want the chords, lyrics and strumming pattern to this, as always, I'm going to post it up on my Patreon page, so you'll find a link to that in the comments, also a link in the description. And the way that works, just click on the link, sign up for as little as a couple of quid a month, and what that does, it gives you access to all the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns to everything I've done over the past just over 5 years now. There's some exclusive videos there that aren't on YouTube. There's videos I post up from the archive to keep you up to date with stuff to coincide with some of the technique lessons that I do. So what you're waiting for, a link in the comments, a link in the description. Go and check that out. If you don't want to do that and you'd like to show some appreciation in a different way, underneath the video somewhere there is a super thanks link. You can click on that and make a small donation. Again, massively appreciated. Thanks for your continued support. Thanks everyone who's subscribed and continues to do so. Now, if you are subscribed and you haven't got round to it, please set that little notification bell. Again, you'll find that just underneath the video somewhere there. And what will happen, you get notified every time I put a new video out, so you can keep up to date with all the videos. And if you want to, please go over and give me a like on social media. So I'm Wayne R Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, or X, whatever we call it these days, Instagram, and also TikTok, as they always say. I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so to play this song, you're going to need your guitar in standard tuning, but as you can see for this version, you're going to want the capo on the 3rd fret, okay, to keep us in key with the original recording. Okay, so really there's two parts to this. We've got an intro, and then there's like a verse and a chorus that generally repeat, you know, more or less all the way through the song. So the chords to the intro are going to be a D chord, a D major 7, D7, and what I'm doing there, I'm going to a chord that's called a D9. On that D7, I'm just lifting my 3rd finger off and then putting it back on again. So, and then we've got an E minor, D7, C, G. Okay, so again we've got a D major 7, a D7, D9, back to the D7, E minor, D7, C, G. I'll just play that through again. Okay, so then we start with the chords to the chorus. Obviously it starts with a chorus, then we go verse, chorus, etc. Okay, so the chords to the chorus are going to be a G, a D minor, an E7, the way I'm doing that's just an E chord, take the 3rd finger off, a C, E, and then a C to a G. Okay, so what we get is, let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to strawberry fields. Nothing is real, nothing to get hung about. Strawberry fields forever. A little stop there, and that's going to take us into the verse. So the chords to the verse are going to be the D, the D major 7 again, D7, that D9 where we take the third finger off back to a D7, similar to the intro. We got E minor, C, D7, G, E minor, C, D7, and then a C into a G. That's going to take us into the chorus again. So what we get is, living is easy with eyes closed, misunderstanding all you see. It's getting hard to be someone, but it all works out. It doesn't matter much to me. Let me take you down, 'cause we're going to strawberry fields. Nothing is real, nothing to get hung about. Strawberry fields forever. Okay, so that's pretty much, you know, the meat and potatoes of the song. The only difference with the last chorus, we keep repeating that last line, C to the G, the strawberry fields forever. Strawberry fields forever. Strawberry fields forever. Strawberry fields forever. Finish there on the G chord, okay? So as I said, not a difficult song to play, but a great one to stick into your set, this. So that just leaves us with a strumming pattern. So what I tend to do, I mix it up a little bit as I go along, but a good guide pattern will be the chords that go half a bar will be a down, 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 up. So if you heard that, you know, particularly through the intro. That's a down, 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 up. And the chords that go for a full bar, I tend to do a down, down, up, down, up, down, down, down. So if you heard that through the chorus, so let me take you down, 'cause we're going to. Hear that pattern there? Okay, so that's a good guide pattern. Will pretty much take you all the way through the song, and that is pretty much all you're going to need. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you all dug that lesson, and as you always say at this point in my lessons, if you don't like that, you don't like music. In fact, if you don't like the Beatles, you don't like music. One of the greatest bands of all time, so there we go. So if you've got any other requests for any other Beatles songs you'd like to see me do, or anything 50s to modern day that's going to work well on an acoustic or an electric guitar, within reason, the easiest way to put a request in is obviously comment in the comments below the video, or if you want to find me a personal message over on those social media platforms I suggested at the start of the video, you're very welcome to. I just always point out, I do have to sort of handpick them a little bit, you know, some things work, some things don't. But don't let that put you guys off. Please do keep your requests coming, because that's what keeps this channel going, and it's very much appreciated. Another thing that's very much appreciated, I quickly mention it again, thanks everyone who's subscribed and continues to do so. If you haven't got round to it, please hit that little notification bell that's just underneath the video somewhere there, so you can keep up to date with all the videos that will put out. The Patreon page, sorry to keep banging on about it, you want all the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns to all the songs that I do, as well as bonus content. There's a link to that in the comments, also a link in the description. I've got the super thanks link. I do apologise for all this pointing, just showing you where everything is. That's somewhere just underneath the video there, if you'd like to click on that and make a small donation, again, massively appreciated. And another way that you guys could help this channel out, this doesn't cost you a penny however, and it's word of mouth. Word of mouth is a very powerful thing, so if you dig what I do, please like and share my lessons, tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, anyone you know plays guitar, please point them in my direction. I'd really appreciate that. So that just leads me to say, whatever time of day it is you're watching, maybe morning, day, night, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all for lesson very soon. Take care.